He's got that will to win, yeah. He's really got that, he knows where the line is. I said, whatever he does this year in the Everest, I said in 12 months' time he'll improve even further. So to run third last year, and if I'm right, he could go one or two better. Being the horse he is and taking no chances with him, so just keep him wrapped up in cotton wool, so to speak.
Brought Osborne Bulls and microphone out to Hawkesbury for a nice piece of work this morning. So by getting him on a truck, getting him stimulated, warming him right up and getting him off the farm to come out for a gallop, a little more out of his comfort zone, we get the opportunity to really bring him on for the weekend.
He's moving way better than he was last prep, in my opinion.
That's good to hear.
And he's happy. He's just in good order.
No, he looked good, didn't he? Well, you felt him, I saw him. Be interesting. He'd be better for the run, won't he?
For sure.
About 85% there.
Oh, good improvement.
Yeah. We'll get through the weekend, hey?
Yep.
Where's your gut leaning at the moment between Alizee and Osborne Bulls?
I'm really not worried. I just can't get out of my head how good he galloped the other day.
Was there ever a time someone where it was thought that he would never quite make it?
Well, yeah, it was always a thought for sure, like every time he came in, so you know, it was always a sort of fingers crossed with him early days, and he's just improved every prep after that.
On that gallop, I'd have to go with him.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Premier Stakes. A much anticipated return.
Yes. Much anticipated for quite some time now.
It's more anticipated.
He's held us in suspense, hasn't he?
He has. You're satisfied though that he's ready. He's ready to, produce something.
Well, I think he's nearly there. So, so there's no doubt in my mind that there's improvement to come, and he's going to be in need of this run this weekend. But anybody with a pencil in their hand doing the form is going to work that out too.
Are all the Everest plans sort of still up in the air a bit?
Well, I don't think we're that much the wiser.
What's the party line?
The party line changes if we're talking about having two runners.
Is there anything else we need to say about Osborne?
No. No, you are allowed. You are allowed. Here he is. I pulled out that footage, that photo of him in the gallop and everything, and he did look better, didn't he? He did look better than he looked yesterday out in the course. He is laid back when he was hitting the line in the gallop. Why don't you just walk him up to me, please, and then trot him back towards us. Thank you.
Come on, guys. We had 10 minutes in the aqua, and then he went on the walker, and then he's been on the ice. He's only come off the ice about 15, 20 minutes ago.
Good day today then. There was no reason for it to be like it was yesterday. It was
no
perfect Sunday.
Oh, bud. Oh, bud. Just go for a walk up and back, Timmy, and then pop him away, thanks. If you go right back, then you can just put him straight back in his box, eh? Thanks. Well, he's certainly not ready to run a grand final performance on Saturday, is he? We know that.
But he pulled up really good. He wasn't blowing at all last week.
We reckon Timmy, is he happy?
I was only saying it to Tomo and I messaged Tony as well.
Well, I don't think he's at his best yet, but he doesn't have to be at his best yet. He's got another month up his sleeve to really be at his peak, and I think that's the way that we want it.
What are you expecting of him today, though? Is it safe to say that you feel that is a winning chance?
Well, I think so. I think he's better than he was a couple of weeks ago when I scratched him. He's just improved in the coat and he's come on with more training. So hopefully that timing sort of has him coming along at the right time, just at the right moment for his campaign and for what's sort of lying ahead for him in the next few weeks. But he's prepared to run well, and you saw him at a barrier trial this preparation 2 months ago, and he was really screaming up the track there. So we'd like to see him letting down quite similarly today.
There's the bull, Osborne Bulls. Can he break back into the winners list for the first time since he won down the straight in the Linlithgow at Flemington on November last year?
Clear. Racing now. Classique legend jump well. Osborne Bulls out with it with Brutal. Home of the Brave Graf. My goodness, they're tightly bunched, and Home of the Brave's going to take up the lead. Graf is...
I probably arrived a bit sooner than I was hoping to, but I didn't want to be waiting for Nash to drop me too late. I sort of rode him like I would a piece of track work, and I felt at the 300 I'm going to find wanting at the 50, but clearly he didn't finish his race off, so he seems to have pulled up a bit lame when I trotted him back. So see how he cools down, but thanks for the ride. Thank you.
Now, and Pop Girl from the inside gate going to lead out over Alizee second. It's Alizee, a neck in front of Brutal. They're 3 in front of Convinced. Alizee still just in front of Brutal. There's about a neck in it. Convinced a clear third, and Alizee getting away to the winning post. Alizee in by a length.
Yeah, Huey was very happy. He said they went slow in the trial, and he just let her stride from the 600. And she was just starting to build up her revs over the last 100 metres, so it's perfect. Just exactly what you'd like to see her leading into a major race. I don't think I've seen her in better condition. She's trimmed up really nicely. She's got a good coat about her. She's bright in the mind, good eye on her, and yeah, she's ready to explode.
She's got a turn of foot that not many horses possess. Again, her form is consistent, and she has won over 1,600 metres. She's been very effective over 1,400 metres, and she's been effective over the Everest distance of 1,200 metres.
Here's Alizee coming down the outside. Alizee going after Prompt Response, and Alizee the filly goes on to win it. Alizee beats Prompt Response.
Well, if I was riding, I'd like to be on this big girl. Yeah, I think she's got the X factor. She's class with a capital C.
I personally am surprised she has not got a slot, and I think if she and Osborne Bulls were to make the field, it would be very interesting to see who came out on top.
You're a good girl, aren't you? Hey? Clever girl. So the road to the Everest starts here.
This is Esawira, the mother of Alizee's, currently here at Woodlands, and she's getting ready to fall down for the 2019 season. A few years ago, she would have been here carrying Alizee. She's very similar to, or Alizee's got a lot of her mother's traits, so she's passed on that speed, and she's quite a strong, really strong, powerful, sort of well put together sort of mare for sprinting. A lot of it probably was Sepoy's, you know, again, speedy sort of horse, a lot of speed. She was an Exceed and Excel filly, Esawira, and Sepoy's Wild Loose Equality, and we've had a lot of success on that cross.
This is a good weight for her. Like she's heavy, but that's her. That's her frame. That's that's her build.
If she was a female athlete,
yeah.
who would you get?
Oh,
Like Serena Williams?
not Serena. She hasn't got the attitude of Serena Williams. She's got that winning attitude, but she hasn't got the other attitude to go with it.
What do you think of the gallop? Feeling good, isn't she?
She feels great. She had a bit of a puff though.
She would have, yeah.
She had a puff.
She would have, yeah.
Recovered well, but
yeah.
If I didn't know her so well, I'd say she's 2,000 metre horse.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right, so just following from Saturday in Osborne Bulls, Jason, have you got something through from the weekend?
So we'll remember from Saturday that our jockey Bowman commented that the horse hadn't returned to scale quite as well as he'd like, and the veterinary stewards on course is assessing with quite a significant lameness. So he was given some anti-inflammatories on Saturday night after the race, and I was with our vet Trevor Robson there on yesterday morning, and with that pain relief on board, he was still obviously a little off. So James, I think to an extent the horse is telling us what the plan needs to be for him. In the interest of putting him first, I think he's telling us that he's not going to be there for us in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
Given he's been such a great horse to us, I think we should respect that, absolutely. So we're just getting to the 3-year-olds and colts specifically, Bivouac, in regard to the Everest. What's our thinking there?
Personally, I think that if we ran Bivouac in the Everest, he would start the shortest of any of the horses that we'd saddle up in the race. I don't have any personal problem about running him at weight for age. I think he'd be able to handle that.
In terms of the long-term racing of the horse, we don't have to retire him next season. With other Group 1 options on the table and a potential trip to Royal Ascot and hopefully the Everest this time next year, how does that put him in the picture with us?
Oh, I think it's exciting to think that you could have the horse there at 4, still competing for an Everest. I'd love to win it twice with him, but there's no right or wrong answer with it. I mean, the horse is going to look really attractive wherever we run him next. I mean, he's going to be highly competitive. It might be the preference to stick with the seasoned multiple Group 1 winning mare.
7 News can reveal exclusively the powerful Godolphin stable has selected 3-time Group 1 winning mare Alizee to fill its slot.
Trekking's got ball and muscle, the Bostonian trekking through and trekking has won it.
Because it's got a classic V shape where all the speed is. The widest horse is a bit faster than the one just inside it,